national statistic on domestic violence reports 1 in 4 women have experienced abuse, which means almost everyone knows someone who is or has been a victim. Here in Kent County, organizations are working together to address that staggering statistic.
Domestic violence is the single greatest contributing factor to women that are killed as a result of homicide.
And here in West Michigan, it's becoming more frequent. Friday, a woman and her 3 kids shot and killed in Mecosta County. The gunman believed to be her husband and father of their children. And early Tuesday, 2 adults and 2 kids found dead in Wyoming. The 6th domestic violence-related homicide in the area.
I don't think it took the events in this last, season for us to say that we have a domestic violence problem here in our county, but I think the just astonishing number of domestic violence homicides that have been happening has really just called our attention.
The Domestic Violence Community Coordinated Response Team, or DVCCRT, has been working closely with law enforcement and Child Protective Services to help stop the violence and hold abusers accountable.
Figure out how do we convene a team that can be responsive in real time, can be effective enough to say, okay, here, the writing's on the walls, right? This is such a dangerous case. What do we do to respond and intervene, hold abusers accountable, get survivors and victims connected to safety?
A goal Safe Haven Ministries is also focused on.
We are deeply saddened by the recent domestic violence homicide today and the ones that have been over the last few months. It's a really difficult reality for our community to recognize that people are dying from this problem, and not only adults but children.
The organization supports survivors of domestic violence and human trafficking and works with the community to prevent violence. Executive Director Rachel Verwey says there are important red flags to look out for in relationships.
Would be things around isolation, someone being really manipulative and in a relationship controlling a person and what they do or their finances. We think of things of blaming in a relationship, constant blame. An unhealthy abusive relationship can look like threats, right? Threatening to harm the person or other people who are important to them.
And if you spot the signs, help is available.
When you reach out to Safe Haven and talk to us, we're here to support you and advocate for your plan. And that might not mean that you're ready to leave the relationship, but you want to talk and just process and feel supported and heard and hear about different resources that you might have access to.
It's a safe place, confidential and free. Last year, Safe Haven Ministries received over 2,000 crises calls, a simple step that can make all the difference.
As a community, we are mourning and grieving the loss of life. And I hope that also moves us to a collective place to say we can have a different story in our community, and that takes action from all of us.
If you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation, Safe Haven Ministries has a 24/7 hotline and chat feature on their website at shmgr.org. You can also give them a call at the number right there on your screen. In studio, Jamie Sherrod, Fox 17 News.